The following headlines are the focus tonight. Formation of Youth 1828 Wing to be finalized at PBB Convention next year. Sarawak government confident of decline in state's poverty rate. Sarawak still recognized as high income state. Sarawak Premier suggests federal government to emulate decentralization process. Reducing stigma towards autism. Good evening. The Youth 1828 wing of Parti Pesaka Bumi Putra Bersatu (PBB) will be officially established at the party's convention, which will be held in the first quarter of next year. President of PBB, Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato' Abang Openg said the establishment of this new wing will be made up of individuals aged between 18 to 28 years. According to the Sarawak Premier, so far, a committee for the convention has been appointed, which is chaired by the Deputy President of PBB, Dato' Ahmad Douglas Ugambas. He said this in a press conference after chairing the PBB Supreme Council meeting at the party's headquarters in Kuching on Saturday. Previously, PBB had approved several amendments to the party's constitution, which, among others, aimed at creating a new wing for the youth. Meanwhile, Dato' Patigi Abang Zohari said the Sarawak government is confident that the state's overall poverty rate has decreased since its position as a high-income region is still strong in the World Bank's list. According to him, the signs of poverty have been significantly reduced since the last 2 years as the living conditions of rural communities have changed.
Rumah panjang pun berubah, kampung pun sudah berubah dan mereka mempunyai kereta. Kalau Hilux ya semua di luar bandar. Kalau dia betul-betul miskin, takkan dia ada Hilux. Nombor duanya, dalam list di bawah EPU ya, e-kasih masih digunakan. Dan ada kedap orang dah ada berisik kereta, rumah dia berekor tapi masih lagi e-kasih.
Commenting further, the PBB president said that a thorough study on poverty statistics in rural areas is being actively conducted by the Economic Planning Unit (EPU). In this regard, he said the actual number of people who are still in the extreme poverty category will be announced during the presentation of the Sarawak Budget 2025 in November.
Di mana pada mulanya dah lama dah. So list tidak senarainya ada. Jadi mengikut e-kasih ini adalah mereka di bawah kategori kemiskinan yang harus diberi bantuan. Over years, si Datuk sebenarnya sudah improve. Tak ada lagi di bawah kategori kemiskinan sebab nya pun aset bertambah, pendapatan pun dapat tambah. Kerana disebabkan e-kasih itu adalah bantuan yang free sentiasa. Ada kedap wang si mau lagi daripada list dia. Punya lagi keluar pada list ni dapat lagi. Tapi pada hakikatnya daripada data ekonomi you mesti mau ada precise data. Sebab itu Sarawak membuatkan kajian nak cari berapa banyak orang di bawah kategori kemiskinan yang telah didefinisikan.
Early on Friday, Dato' Patinggi Abang Zohari said that Sarawak still maintains its status as a high-income state after the World Bank once again confirmed the recognition recently. He was informed that Sarawak's gross national income (GNI) per capita increased to USD 17,000 compared to USD 15,000 last year. According to him, this achievement really shows that Sarawak has succeeded in improving the living standards of its people and creating good economic opportunities.
The World Bank just on the 4th, yesterday lah gitu 5 bulan. They recognize and acknowledge that Sarawak is still can sustain as a high income state. Memang kemiskinan kita masih ada. Tapi ada saya nak compare kita dengan polis. Polis ada kemiskinan. Sarawak walaupun high income, lagi ada pockets of poverty. Dia compare dengan polis. Saya enggak polis. Ni hendaknya saya ada kemiskinan. Setengah bandar kaya kucing. Kawasan kita dari selatan sampai ke utara sama besar dengan seluruh Semenanjung. And you have to upgrade infrastructure and education. Then poverty won't be there. At least reduce poverty. You just imagine with our size how much money you need.
He said this in his speech to inaugurate the closing ceremony of the Land and Survey Department Sarawak Innovation and Integrity Day 2024 in Kuching. In other developments, the Sarawak Premier proposed for the federal government to emulate the decentralization approach implemented by Sarawak in strengthening development projects based on specific regions. According to him, this move can facilitate development in a more organized and systematic manner. For example, he said that there are 9 regional development agencies that have been established in the state to empower rural leaders, whereby each agency is allocated as much as 1.5 billion ringgit for the project's implementation within 3 years based on the needs of the grassroots before receiving additional funds.
Jadi maknanya decision making is by the local leaders. That is decentralization. Kita integrate daripada bawah, local, up. That means bottom up. Ya, kita madah dengan Sidak Kuala Lumpur, you decentralize. Mun Sarawak boleh, si Canada, putera saya si boleh. Putrajaya should empower the local authority, in this case state government, also to implement projects. Not all, but certain part of the project. Macam mula sekolah, mula klinik daib. Lewat je orang Sarawak tu bodoh ke? No, ya senang lah. As long as you give us the money, and that is under your jurisdiction, under the Malaysian Constitution.
The Malaysia Autism Swimming Festival, MASF 2024, is described as having the potential to change the stigma of society towards autistic individuals. According to Federal Minister of Women, Family and Community Development, KPWKM, Datuk Sri Nancy Shukri, such programs can nurture the talents of exceptional children and boost their confidence, whereby MASF has demonstrated that children with autism can be educated through proper teaching channels. In this regard, Datuk Sri Nancy gave assurance that her ministry will continuously support the initiatives proposed by associations and also non-governmental organizations to ensure that the autism community is not left behind.
Dan sebab itu kami di kementerian sentiasa mengatur program ini. This is an ongoing. Actually kami ada program kesedaran untuk autism, anak-anak yang menghadapi bernama masalah autism, di mana ibu bapa kita beri latihan kepada ibu bapa keluarga juga, kerana ianya perlu dipelajari oleh satu keluarga. Seorang ibu ataupun bapa tidak dapat menangani seorang. Maka sebab itu kita amat menggalak program seperti kesedaran mengenai autism ini, dan kami telah menganjurnya di seluruh negara.
She said this at the inauguration ceremony of MASF 2024 at Zamai Lagoon, Kuching on Saturday. In addition, Datuk Sri Nancy stressed that the recognition should also be given to educators who are dedicated in training children with autism and ensuring that they achieve success in the future. And that's the English edition with me, Nicholas Zechariah Boni. More news can be found in our official portal, ucas.sarawak.gov.my, and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. Only 42 days left until the 21st Malaysia Games Stigma begins. We would like to take this opportunity to invite Sarawakians from all walks of life to celebrate and enliven this upcoming sporting event. Hashtag Salaran Info Masih Rakyat. Have a good night.